guys. Oh, you're looking good, George. Well, at least the right half of you is. I guess someone's due for half a bath.
I wish, but George won't take a bath anymore. I don't get it.
Maybe George feels he's getting too old for a bath.
Of course, that's it. My little monkey is growing up. Now I know exactly what to do. Come on, George, we're going in. Oh, thanks, Professor Wiseman. You're a genius.
Well, yeah.
I understand your problem with baths now, George. And I agree. It's time for you to start taking showers. Turn on the water, George, and see what happens. Oh! George. George. Okay. Won't take baths, won't take showers. I need to take a walk and not think about any problems for a while.
But sometimes, not thinking about something is harder than you think. Bubbles. Maybe, somehow, Springy was nearby.
Hi, Betsy. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Betsy made pretty good bubbles, but she was no plastic frog.
Hey, George, we're washing dogs to make money. Want to help?
Yeah, George, why don't you help? There's soap and water and bubbles and soap.
Great. George can help me make bubbles to attract dirty customers.
George figured the triangle bubble maker was broken. But a square bubble would be just as good.
They fooled me the first time I tried them, too.
It doesn't matter what shape bubble maker you use. They'll always turn out round.
All this bubble making made George miss Springy even more.
Sharky, you're more mud than dog. Hey, George, would you help me? Could you wash Sharky's ball?
Don't be shy about getting some of that clean water on yourself.
Of course. The park. The mud. Sharky!
No, 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 you're getting dirtier. George, slow down. Okay, I'll meet you back home. Wow. You beat me home. Why were we racing? George, you're taking a bath? Okay then, enjoy. Wow. I wonder what that was all about.
A bath just wouldn't be a bath without Bubbles and Springy. George thought he'd probably need better bait, too. Well, first he'd need bait. George had been eating a carrot when he saw the eel. Maybe eels like carrots too. Or other favorite monkey foods. Unless George could figure out what an eel ate, Bill was going to take it home for sure. If he moved fast, George could get that eel's picture.
George! I've got something! Wow, it's heavy! I won! I get to take the eel home! Aw, it's just an old bicycle tire inner tube. Now I'll have to replace this hook. I'll be right back. You're not gonna have time to beat me!
Here was George's chance to get the eel first, so Bill couldn't take it home. The eel was out of reach, and George was out of breath. This looked bad. Soon, Bill would be back with his new hook. A hook was just what George needed. Now, if only he could get the water to sit still.
George, you got one! Wow, it looks like a big one. Don't worry, I'll help you.
George didn't want Bill to get the eel, but he didn't want the eel to remain trapped either.
George, this is what happens when you don't use the proper fishing gear. Oh! It's just an old cage. Hey! The eel's in that cage! And you're the one who hooked him. Okay, you won. But George, we have to help that eel get back to its home where it belongs. Well, that's why I wanted to catch it, to take it home, to the ocean. Being a city kid, you don't know this, but eels travel from fresh water to the ocean to spawn. Bon voyage, Mr. Eel! That's the proper way to say goodbye to someone headed out on the ocean.
All the fishermen came back with tales that day. Mr. Quint's tale of how he freed a whale, and George's tale of how he and Bill freed that eel.
Perfect pyramid. Looks like I do pretty good with no help at all.
Can you help me again? I want the largest package, but I don't want to mess up the display. No, the package under that one. No, the package under that one. No, the package under that one. Thanks so much. This is such a fun, unusual store.
George was thankful the grocery store didn't sell bricks. That lady looked like she needed monkey help.
Oh, I guess my pyramid wasn't so perfect.
What do you have there?
It's the diagram for our new window display. It's going to have a tree, colorful balls, and other fun stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Me too, but I can't set it up till my son gets back. I'd better put the diagram in a safe place. Look, it was here a second ago.
The grocer didn't have to wait for his son. George would set up that window display for him. First, he looked for a tree. He found one behind the boxes. And colorful balls. And above the balls, he found some stringy fun stuff.
That diagram couldn't just get up and walk away.
I love this store. I just had to come back and say, Merry Christmas.
Huh?
Hey, Merry Christmas!
Huh? Why is everyone wishing me Merry Christmas all of a sudden?
Your window! What a great idea!
Huh? Oh, hi, George.
Whatever you're paying that monkey, he deserves double. I've never had such helpful service.
Me neither.
Have you been working here all day, helping customers? And this?
Hey, Dad, this window display you came up with is pulling in customers. The store's crowded.
It is. I guess this is our first annual Christmas in July sale, built by our Employee of the Month, George. Now can we get out of this window? It's July. I'm roasting. I know! The grocer told me all about your job. I am very proud of you, George. Keep up the good work and you'll be able to buy that oven yourself. But I got you a little something to hold you over until you do. This icing is great.
Maybe it came from something no one had ever seen. Some undiscovered dinosaur.
You're a scientist now, George.
how could a monkey figure out exactly what an undiscovered dinosaur looked like?
Hi, George. Oh, I dropped some puzzle pieces. I can't finish the elephant without all the pieces.
The pieces George found didn't look like pieces of elephant.
You found them! Well, now you can't tell what you've got by looking at only one piece. You have to put them all together. See?
So to see what his discovery looked like, George had to find the rest of the bones. If he found one bone in the park, the rest must be close by. Sharky kept treating George's discovery like a toy, which may explain why you never see any dog scientists. She didn't have it. Her paws were dirty. She buried it. Another bone. This was George's very own dinosaur dig site. A dinosaur waiting for millions of years to be found. But something wasn't right. The bones were all alike.
Hi, George. What do you have there? You found all these? Here in the park?
Sharky, so this is where you've been hiding all your chew toys.
Ha! Those are Sharky's missing bones, all right. And we just bought her a brand new one, too.
So that's why Sharky treated George's discovery like a toy.
What a find! We've been looking for her missing toys all year long.
Thanks for finding them, George.
Oh, you made a helpful discovery, George. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll even dig up a dinosaur.
We gotta go. Bye-bye.
See you, George.
Have fun, George.
Hey there. Have you been digging up my park? Then you've got a hole to fill in.
Discovering dinosaur bones was harder than it looked. But even if the bone George found wasn't a real dinosaur bone, it was pretty close.
So you want to grow big and strong like me, huh? Great! I'll show you the proper workout. and you can be as big as me in 5 years.
George couldn't wait 5 years. Not today. One, 2, 3, 4 and a half. George had grown half a licorice whip. Eating like a giraffe and exercising really helped. Maybe he could stretch himself the last half a licorice whip.
That's it, honey. Go to sleep. Nothing makes you grow like a good sleep. And I want you to grow up to be big and healthy.
All this growing made George tired. If sleep made you grow, he could do 2 things at once. Sleep made George grow a lot, at least in his dream.
I'm sorry. You can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You're too big.
George didn't grow as big as he had in his dream, but he grew enough to be 5 licorice whips tall.
My hat! I lost my hat!
Seeing Betsy lose her hat reminded the man with the yellow hat of that fateful day.
My hat! I lost my
That's it. I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of losing my yellow hat. Your hat is safe, Betsy!
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You grew already?
Any chance you've been nibbling on those licorice whips, George? When you were first measured, the licorice whips were longer, so it took 4 of them to measure you. But every time you took a bite, you made it smaller, so now it takes 5 to measure you.
So you didn't grow at all. Sorry.
What's with all these sour faces? I don't like sour faces at me park, you know.
Oh, hi there, Captain Zany. You see, this monkey's too short to ride the Turbo Python 3000.
Too short? Bah! He's not too short. Monkeys don't grow very big. That's why we have the... You must be this tall if you're a monkey side.
You can ride, George, and I'm coming with you. But first, give me all your licorice.
Hunley always led people through the lobby, so he used his skills to lead George around obstacles. There was more to monkey-sitting George than guiding him around the furniture. Hunley cleaned up after him, too. which had its rewards. He also helped with those itches that George couldn't reach. Every day, George's chair driving improved, and Hundley looked forward to coming over.
Good morning to you too, Hundley.
And then, something changed.
Remember, use the crutches, don't step on your cast, and be a good little monkey, and dachshund.
They taught George to use the crutches in the hospital. But he needed practice. Pretty soon, George was as good on crutches as he was on his own feet. And as soon as he got really good...
Good news, Hundley. George is allowed to walk on his cast now.
George showed Hundley how his leg was healing. But dachshunds don't read X-rays. Hundley didn't like to get too far from his lobby. But George wanted to go for a walk. He also wanted to go for a climb. But that wasn't allowed. Hundley was one serious monkey sitter. They went to the park every day. George drew some good pictures. And Hundley discovered he liked lying on grass and taking slow strolls with a monkey.
See? The break's all healed.
Well, hello.
George was thrilled to be completely free again.
Back to normal, I see.
Good as new. Thanks for all of your help, Hundley.
Guess you're back on lobby duty with me, boy.
George wanted Hundley to come with him. But Hundley had a job to do. George brought his friends back so he and Hundley could be together. George was back to normal, all right. George thought the country house was a great little place. But he wondered, what would it be like to have a great big place? Like a country castle.
George, look what I found. My old photo album. That boy? That's me. Anyway, this got me thinking. I haven't been to the beach in a long time. You want to go? We can build sand castles. Well, I don't know if we could build a sand castle quite that nice, but that can't stop us from trying. George? I take it this means you'd like to go to the beach.
All the way there, George worked on castle plans. He wanted it to be perfect.
George, we're here. Ah, smell that salty air. George?
George hadn't planned on having so much room to build a castle. With this kind of space, he could really think big.
George, wait up! Let me know when you find a good idea for a castle.
He wouldn't build just any old ordinary little sand castle.
George said he built his sand castle around here somewhere. Wow! Could this be George's sand castle? Hello? Anyone home? George? It's me! George, it's the greatest sand castle any monkey ever made, anywhere!
Now he knew exactly what his castle should look like, and that he wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you want to build a castle like that one? Oh, you want to build a castle here, and me to build one down there? Then we surprise each other. That the idea? Okay, that sounds fun. You need a pail and shovel if you're going to build a sandcastle.
George thought he had to build the whole thing with his hands. This would be easier than he thought.
I can give you a few tips. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be behind the next dune so you can't see what I'm building.
George's castle was going to be a big surprise. Very big. First, he marked exactly where the walls would go. Then, he decided where he'd put the door. You should always know your exits in case of fire. Now came the easy part. Building it. George never realized that Hunley spent so much of the day playing. This was fun. Only his hands weren't used to being dog paws. George realized He needed a few small changes to be a good dog.
Did you have a nice ride, Dante? I bet you did.
Well, what is this?
Well, Hundley, it looks like we have 2 lobby dogs today. What do you think of that?
Say bye-bye, doggies.
But being Hundley wasn't all fun and games. It helped to be long and low to do this job.
Why, thank you. Look, Dante, Hundley found your ball. Good dog.
George wanted to be a good dog, too, just like his new hero, Hundley.
Hold the elevator.
And here was his chance. But picking up things with your mouth was harder than it looked.
That's a baby, right? Hi, baby. Thank you, that's a dog, right? Thanks, doggy.
Hundley couldn't believe it. Everyone knew dogs were more dignified than that. Being a dog was hard work. Just look what it did to Hundley.
Delivery.
Looks important. We'll get it upstairs right away. Come on, lobby dogs. Uh-oh. Hey, looks like we're stuck. Oh. It's okay, Hundley. We can handle this. I'll sound the alarm. Uh-oh. Oh. There's only one way out. But we need somebody who can monkey up. Say. You've been such a good dog, George. I almost forgot you were a monkey.
George had almost forgotten he was a monkey, too. There were things monkeys could easily do that no one else could.
Hello? I'd like to report a stuck elevator.
Best of all, George didn't even have to think about how to be a monkey. It just came naturally.
A flashlight. Thanks, George. And a bottle of water. And cushions. And a radio.
And sometimes a monkey was just the thing to be.
George! You did it! Thanks, George!
Even Hundley thought George was pretty amazing. He might even make a good dog someday. But George didn't want to be a dog anymore. All he wanted was to take a bath, brush his teeth, and go to bed in his nice, clean room. What else would make a bathtub feel more like home to a turtle? Frogs.
Ahoy, George.
Need any help there? Oh, these? Here you go.
The flippers look like frog feet.
Wait, you can't run into the... Never mind. Well, you're in anyway. You'll want this too.
The flippers helped him swim fast enough to catch up with frogs. It also helped that the frogs had never seen another frog so big and hairy before. Now his tub even sounded like the turtle's home. Maybe sand and snails and frogs just weren't enough. George brought back all the green lake stuff he could find, even the slimy things. He'd accidentally caught a fish. The turtle had to like that. How could sand and snails and frogs and lily pads and slimy things, plus a fish, not be enough? The only thing the lake had that this tub didn't was Mr. Quint. Maybe a monkey could never make a turtle happy. Except by leaving it alone. So George decided to go back to what he was doing in the first place, searching for Bill's lost disc. What he discovered was more than just a lost toy. And they could hold their breath for a long, long time. Much longer than a monkey.
Ah, what a day. I can't wait for a nice, long soak in the tub.
Whoa!
Who are you? George, has it really been that long since I cleaned the tub, or did you do this? Okay, everybody's back home. I hope you've learned there's more to a happy home than just a dirty bathtub.
Thinking back, George realized even though it would be fun to have worms living under his bed, they'd be happier in their own home, dirt. Still, it was exciting to think new friends might turn up right in your own backyard. Or even under it. Then he knew exactly how.
afraid it's going to be even colder tomorrow. Sorry. You can still have warm dreams, though. Good night.
Colder tomorrow? George couldn't wait.
Don't forget your hat.
George's plan was working. George had made an ice bowling set. He was finally having fun. Then, Jumpy did something unexpected. At first, George thought squirrels must really hate bowling. But Jumpy only wanted to get the frozen nuts. George and Jumpy played nut hockey till the sun went down. Then he set up for the next day. In the morning, George bundled up.
You're not going to need that hat and scarf. It's warmer today.
It was a perfect day. It turned out winter could be fun. Except now, it wasn't cold enough to freeze anything solid. All that work inventing fun stuff, and it was all for nothing. Winter. It was like a roller coaster of blah.
It started already? We're supposed to get a ton of snow tonight. Well, good thing I bought a new shovel.
Maybe inventing stuff wasn't all for nothing. It helped him survive the dull of winter till the first snow.
George, it's snowing in the house.
Yeah, winter is a roller coaster. And monkeys love roller coasters.
I guess he doesn't want us filling up before the meal.
To measure the marks on the door, George needed something longer.
I think he's a restaurant critic. He's taking samples of the pasta.
The scratches had depth, too. How could George measure that?
Where's that side of ravioli?
But I just cooked it.
Waiter, could we get some water?
Now he's reviewing the ravioli.
He seems to like it better than the spaghetti. That he just dragged along the floor.
The scratches on the booth were shorter than those on the door, and they were a lot deeper, too. George proved the scratches were different. Gnocchi was innocent. But then, who was making the scratches? George couldn't leave this problem unsolved. He had to find out what was making those scratches. There was no evidence of a bear or dinosaur break-in.
Where is our garlic bread?
We ordered it quite some time ago. I think your waiter is quite lazy.
Oh, I am so sorry. Mi scusi. I will get it now. Oh, he's not the waiter. He's reviewing the restaurant for the newspaper.
Don't be silly.
Well, it's true. He really likes the ravioli.
This scratch hadn't been there earlier. It was brand new.
This is the most thorough reviewer I have ever seen.
Well, that's not a restaurant critic or a waiter. It's a monkey.
A great scientist wouldn't let a problem get the best of him. George had to calm down and use his head.
Giorgio, what are you doing in here?
They know him. He's not a monkey.
That guy was so wrong.
George showed them what he had discovered.
Oh, Giorgio, oh, I love this kid. You are proving Gnocchi is innocent. I'm so happy. I'm gonna make 2 trays of cannoli. Exactly. Cannoli for everyone on the house.
Making enough cannoli for everyone was exhausting, because though George thought like a scientist, he ate like a monkey.
We have to help put this all back.
I'm going for the record.
Taking mail is a crime. Either a 211 or 907A. You know he did it. That makes you his accomplice.
His pursuit of free fresh fruit had driven him to crime. Accidentally.
You didn't know, George. You're a monkey.
I'll do it. I want to get back to my game. You'll take all day. I'm older, smarter, and faster.
Oh, yeah? How about whoever returns the most packages fastest gets to play your game?
You, Sharky, and Neighbor Monkey can be a team. I'll beat you all.
His name is George, and you're on.
3, piece of cake.
Anything for this building? Hold it. That says says 15. Huh? Ooh. We have to find one that says 8.
You're gonna have to move faster than this.
While Betsy and George searched, Steve kept on delivering.
We don't even have a package for 8. What a waste of time.
This is my 6th. Have you even delivered one?
He's too fast. You organized them. Good job, George. None for 8, but we have 3 packages for 14. Even numbers are on this side of the street, odd on that side. Okay, let's roll.
So they set out to try their system. Cherky helped too. Steve ran fast, but his packages were out of order, while the Monkey Girl dog team delivered their packages in a row.
I've delivered 11 packages. Hey, where'd all the packages go?
We just delivered our 11th also. So whoever delivers their next one fastest wins.
20? Back across the street again?
We're gonna win! He's going far away. This one is for 9N Avenue. There is no 9. What do we do? There's 7 and 11. I don't know. Number 9! You found it!
Well, now, I was there when that package was delivered, so someone must have stolen it. Send a policeman. Send 2 policemen. No, 4. I want someone arrested. Found it.
Yes, it's a tie! Does that mean we get to play the game?
No, you had to win to play. All right, you can play.
Yeah, George! We did it! I can't believe it!
Where's my game? I left it here. Where could it have gone? I was beating the record and I was on level 7.